Winter Falcon and the first. In the gate. And runners away. Good start for Overly Fast. The outside Winter Falcon got off to a sharp start as well. Corn Pop moves on at the rail now. It's All About the Ride is right up there with him. I'm Noble, 3 off the rail. At the tail is Napolitano. They're only 6 front to back as they sprint up the back stretch. Winter Falcon on the outside. Corn Pop at the inside. Those two are dead in the eye up front. Then comes Overly Fast, a closer third. Length and a quarter to It's All About the Ride next. I'm Noble to the outside, second last, and Napolitano. Into the far turn they go. The leader's move is one with Winter Falcon on the outside, a nose on Corn Pop, but they're back and forth. Overly Fast is right there to take aim at the lead pair. It's All About the Ride moving forth on the outside, then Napolitano and I'm Noble. They run to the top of the stretch. Corn Pop, Winter Falcon, and they come off the turn together. Overly Fast is still in the search as well. With a furlong to go, Corn Pop has opened up a length and a half. It's Corn Pop out front. Closing is Napolitano now, and here comes Napolitano rushing up to take over in deep stretch. It's Napolitano to win it by 3. Corn Pop was second, Overly Fast, then Winter Falcon. It's All About the Ride, and I'm Noble. Now comes Enjoy the Moment. Starter Mark Gibson will send them on their way. And runners away. Good start for Elder Mac from between horses. Knockout Guys at the rail. Decu Dillon and Enjoy the Moment make up the wall of leaders. Clinker Brick is just back of that, and Sir Argento trails as they take it around the turn. They're tightly knit up front. Elder Mac just in front. Knockout Guys at the inside with Decu Dillon poised in third. Enjoy the Moment on the outside is next by length. Clinker Brick follows second last. And Sir Argento with just over 5/8 of a mile to journey. An easy opening fraction of 24 and 27 100ths. Knockout Guy at the inside going stride for stride with Elder Mac. Those two move as one. Enjoy the Moment on the outside is third a half. Clinker Brick looking for a way through at the rail. Sir Argento begins to stir. 3 parts of a length to Decu Dillon. The tempo quickens into the far turn. Elder Mac on the outside. Knockout Guy at the inside. And here comes Clinker Brick to join him a closer third. Sir Argento let go with the run now into fourth. They take it to the top of the stretch. Knockout Guy the inside. Elder Mac from the outside. Clinker Brick trying to close the gap with Sir Argento. A furlong to go. Elder Mac on the lead. Knockout Guy at the inside fights back bravely. Elder Mac wearing him away though. And Elder Mac opens up late. It's Elder Mac to draw clear 2.5 or 3 to win it. Knockout Guy was second. Clinker Brick followed. Decu Dillon, Sir Argento, and Enjoy the Moment. Running time for the mile, 1:37 and 64 100ths. And runners away. Paid in Full sent straight to the front. Move over at the inside, racing next with Langston Road to join them from the outside as they make way to the first turn. And it's Paid in Full to bring them along by a length and a half. Langston Road moves into second from the outside by a length. Move Over's holding third at the rail and neck. Westfall is fourth on the outside, 2.5 or 3 to Creative Bid. And Kosamwee's at the tail. They straighten up for the backstretch run. 23:56 level opening pace as Paid in Full continues to show the way 3 parts of a length. Langston Road to the outside second. Move Over's holding third. No change up front. Westfall is fourth by 2. Kosamwee next and Creative Bid. They've less than a half mile to journey with Paid in Full, who's led it from gates opening, still clear a length and a quarter. Langston Road to the outside. Move Over called on to stay closer at the rail now. 3.5 to Koh Samui, who's on the go. Creative Bid the outside second last, and Westfall a quarter mile away now. Paid in Full looks well reserved for Alex Cruz. They come to the top of the stretch by 2.5. Move Over is chasing. Koh Samui continues to gain real estate at the rail. They straighten away with a furlong to go. It's Paid in Full on the lead. Koh Samui's giving chase, but it's a wide margin with Paid in Full out front in the final 70 yards. And Paid in Full goes on to win it by 3.5. Koh Samui second, Move Over third. Creative Bid followed to Langston Road and Westfall. Time on the board, 1:35 and 57 100ths. Colonel Ludlow steps in. All set. And runners away. Good start for West Coast Bull, extreme outside, but it's DeSmoke who shakes loose early now, and DeSmoke right after the lead. He's Not Talking in pursuit at the rail. Then comes Colonel Ludlow fourth. Checkered Flag fifth. The outside Tiz Grazin sixth at the rail. 40 Shades of Tiger seventh. The outside to Candy Caballo racing next. Then there's a margin of 2.5 back to locally world famous Midnight Approval is racing back second last and going south. They run to the top of the stretch. DeSmoke trying to shake him off. West Coast Bull is right there. He's Not Talking, nipping at the heels of the leader. Checkered Flag on the go from the outside with a furlong to go. DeSmoke trying to fend him off. He's Not Talking is right there. Checkered Flag the outside in a mad dash to the finish. He's Not Talking driving through. Candy Caballo flying late. Candy Caballo sneaks through it. The rail one at a nose. He's Not Talking to DeSmoke. Then came Checkered Flag going south the outside. 40 Shades of Tiger was next. Time on the board 1:04 and 24 100ths. Once again, Mark Gibson will send them on their way. In the gate. And runners away. Good start for Lucky Code. One off the rail. Its cracking time is right there. KR Rules joins the leaders from the outside as they make way to the first turn. On the inside, it's Kraken Time settled in up front, 3 parts of a length. Lucky Code is right there, a snug second and a half. KR Rules on the outside, tugging away at the bit in third. Length and a half to Rhodesia. Street Mogul follows to the outside. Still a length and a half or two back to Uncle Pete. Then there's a gap of 4 to A Lot of Verb as they head it midway up the backstretch. It's Kraken Time on the inside, in front by a long neck. Lucky Code is right there to shadow the leader. Moving through Rhodesia now, picks up room at the inside. KR Rules alongside of that. Still 3 more lengths to Street Mogul. Then Uncle Pete and A Lot of Verb, and they're into the far turn. Luis Reyes and it's Kraken Time continue to lead it 3 parts of a length. Lucky Code is right there on the outside to try to collar the leader. Rhodesia hugging the rail in third. Street Mogul follows that as they come off the turn and run for home. It's Kraken Time. Takes them to the final furlong. KR Rules chasing. Rhodesia right there. Lucky Code the outside. But it's Kraken Time and Rhodesia on the go. Uncle Pete moving late at the inside. But it's Kraken Time holding gamely, and it's Kraken Time holds them off in the end. Uncle Pete at the inside. Up for second, Rhodesia to Lucky Code. Street Mogul back to KR Rules and A Lot of Verb. Time for the mile, 1:37 and 37 100ths. Little hesitation from Tougher Than the Rest. That one going up to the line now. And runners away in the Muckleshoot Derby. Dynamic Secret broke alertly and Tougher Than the Rest surges ahead to grab the early lead. And Meeking's racing third early on with Whiskey Jack directly behind. Polis hugs the rail next as they make way round the turn. Up alongside of that comes Well Imagine That from second last, and 3 back to Goodbye Dal. Midway round the turn they go. 24 and 6/100ths. A good, easy pace as they prepare for the backstretch run. Tougher Than the Rest leads it by a length. Meeking is right there on the outside. Whiskey Jack's holding third by 3/4 of a length. Dynamic Secret has an opening at the rail and gains territory now. Well Imagine That is back of that. 3 back to Polis, and Goodbye Dal is at the tail as they race on for the far turn in the Muckleshoot Derby. Tougher Than the Rest at the inside, a short lead from Meeking. Meeking is closing in on the outside. There's a length and a half to Dynamic Secret. Whiskey Jack follows next on the outside, a wide margin to the rest. And it's a quarter mile to go now in the Muckleshoot Derby. Tougher Than the Rest digs in at the inside as they run to the top of the stretch. From the outside, Meeking is still right there in the search, and Dynamic Secret had the door wide open and slips through at the inside. There goes Dynamic Secret to take him inside the final furlong. Tougher Than the Rest is chasing to no avail. Whiskey Jack third at the rail, but it's going to be Dynamic Secret in the Derby. Tougher Than the Rest was second. Whiskey Jack third to Meeking, back to Polis. Then Well Imagine That and Goodbye Dal. They stop the clock in 1:43 and 6/100ths. Now the Emerald Distaff. All set. And runners away in the Emerald Distaff. Aloha Breeze wastes no time, and she goes right to the front. Ropers and Wranglers there from between horses. Ruby Ray situated up to the outside, and Tizzy Twister is running on fourth back of the lead trio. A length and a half or two back to Emerald Sea from between horses. On the outside, Jamie's Inheritance is next to Daffodil Sweet third last, and it's back to English Meadow and Nan Elizabeth, and the girls head up for the backstretch run. 23-14 went the first quarter, and out front it is all Aloha Breeze, and she is blazing the trail out here. Look at Aloha Breeze opening up 7 or 8 on the field. Along the outside, Ropers and Wranglers trying to stay within striking range. Tizzy Twister is next along the rail as they take it into the far turn. Ruby Ray runs alongside of that one, still 3 to Jamie's Inheritance, and they're midway round the turn in the Distaff, and Aloha Breeze continues to lead it by a half dozen as they run to the top of the stretch. Ropers and Wranglers a distant second. Tizzy Twister is third at the rail with Ruby Ray, but as they round the turn and run for home, Carlos Montalvo and Aloha Breeze absolutely running them off their feet into the stretch. Opened up by a dozen, make it 15 or more now. Aloha Breeze racing right through the bridle takes the Distaff. Jamie's Inheritance will finish second. Tizzy Twister third. Ropers and Wranglers to Emerald Sea. Nan Elizabeth, English Meadow, back to Ruby Ray. And Daffodil Sweet shuffles back at that. Time of the race, 1:42 and 27/100ths. Now they're in. And runners away in the Washington Oaks. Sophomore fillies let go as Special Diva surges to the front. I'm Telling Mom is hustled up from the outside with LaPush and Veronica's Delight right there. Paint You Later's 4 off the rail as they make the sweep around that first turn. Out front, Special Diva shows the way, comes away, the leader by a length and a half. Up along the outside, I'm Telling Mom is right there, hot on the pace. It's a length more back to La Push. Settled into stride third. Paint You Later's next on the outside. Racing mid-pack comes Veronica's Delight, just over 5/8 of a mile away. Along the inside, Chai is 7 or 8 off the leaders. Then comes Pop Chart to the outside of that. A length more back to Sonora Victoria with Cape Blossom and Rocky Bay Ray. And the girls have a half mile to go now in the Washington Oaks. And Special Diva continues to show the way. La Push is right there on the outside and now makes her move. Chai is gaining ground at the inside. I'm Telling Mom backs off to fourth. Green light for Rocky Bay Ray, who stirs at the rail. Quarter mile to go now as they run to the top of the stretch, and La Push has now come away with the lead over Special Diva as they round the turn and run for home. Chai continues to gain with every stride. Just over a furlong remains. La Push, middle of the racetrack, has the lead. Special Diva's at the inside. Chai racing next. Center of the race course, Sonora Victoria from far back. La Push taking him home though. It's La Push to win the Oaks. Sonora Victoria was next. I'm Telling Mom came back on from the outside. Rocky Bay Ray and Chai together. Pop Chart followed. Special Diva back to Veronica's Delight. Third last, Paint You Later. And Cape Blossom. Time of the race was 1:45 and 6/100. Matias. Last ones to go. And they're in the gate for the mile. And the runners away in the Long Acres Mile. Clovis Connection is hustled away smartly from the inside with DeChambeau and Phantom Ride together, and they take it round the first turn, and it's Clovis Connection who comes away clear length. DeChambeau is up to the outside, racing next. Phantom Ride is running on third. 5-Star General 5 off the leader. Armadillo settled in at the inside of that. Giant Game next up to the outside. 2 back to Il Bellator. Slews Tiz Whiz from third last. Then there's a length and a half. Back to Surprisingly Perfect, lingering towards the tail. And Muncie, and they head up midway up the back stretch. And out front, Clovis Connection, the leader by a length. DeChambeau is right there. Armadillo much closer today. Third at the rail. Giant Game is poised on the outside. 5-Star General and Joe Bravo making their move now. There goes 5-Star General on the go from the outside. Prince Abu Dhabi not far behind is gaining as well. They've just over a quarter mile to go in the mile. And Clovis Connection trying to take them all the way. Armadillo is chasing, and 5-Star General from the outside. Prince Abu Dhabi as well, center of the race course. Clovis Connection is bounding away with a furlong to go. And it's Clovis Connection. Here comes 5-Star General in one final surge. These two to the line. Clovis Connection, 5-Star General hit the line together. It's a photo finish in the mile. Slews Tiz Whiz back of that. Prince Abu Dhabi, Armadillo followed. Phantom Ride mid-pack. They covered the mile in 1:34 and 98/100ths. A photo finish in the 89th running of the Long Acres Mile. Ladies and gentlemen, the photo shows number 9, 5-Star General, the winner. Number 2, Clovis Connection, finishing second. Number 3, Slews Tiz Whiz, was third. Number 11, Prince Abu Dhabi, was fourth. Once again, the running time, 1:34 and 92/100 seconds. Check that, 98/100 seconds. Backing off, Hickory Wind was up to the line, now back up to the line. And runners away. Good start for Semanis. Helen's Sun broke well. Quagmire Magic kicks on the outside. Hickory Wind is back of that. Then comes Nation of Faith and Blues Rapper as they make way round the turn. Settling in on the lead, Semanis comes clear by 2 out front. Quagmire Magic is tracking in second by the same. Helen's Sun, Hickory Wind follow third and fourth. Nation of Faith is racing next. Then we'll drop back about 4 lengths to Blues Rapper, 5/8 of a mile away. 22:59 opening fraction, and Semanis breezing along, leads it by a length. Quagmire Magic racing next, then Helen's Sun nudging into third at the rail. Hickory Wind is next on the outside. Nation of Faith is 4 off the leader. Blues Rapper picks up the running now, stirring from the tail of the pack, and they take it into the far turn. Semanis lengthening the strides, now opened up by 2.5. Quagmire Magic the outside, but Nation of Faith finds an opening at the rail and comes charging through now. Blues Rapper continues to gain from the outside. They reach the top of the stretch, and Semanis comes off the turn in front, but Nation of Faith is right there chasing. Blues Rapper on the go at the inside, and Quagmire Magic a furlong away. Semanis from between horses, Nation of Faith and Blues Rapper at the inside, a driving finish, and there goes Nation of Faith. Nation of Faith up in the final yards to win it from Semanis. Blues Rapper followed Quagmire Magic, Hickory Wind, and Helen's Sun. Running time of the race, 1:37 and 83 100ths. Delta, the last. In the gate. And runners away. Good start for all. Well, they were off to a straight line beginning. Anniversaire d'Or comes away with the lead now. Delta is right there surging on at the rail. Then Grammy Winner, Extreme Outside lingering off the pace early. Fed Grant kicks on 3 off the rail to the outside. Racing to the outside of that comes Diversiful by 2. Wiry in behind the pack of leaders, Pika House, and settling at the tail is Grammy Winner. They race on for the far turn. Anniversaire d'Or going on and leads it now by 2. Fed Grant is right behind. Moving through, Delta kicks on at the rail now up to the outside. Diversiful is in that group as they run to the quarter pole. Anniversaire d'Or comes to the top of the stretch, going easily, clear by 3 now as they round the turn and run for home. Delta is chasing, and Wiry coming on late. It's Anniversaire d'Or opening up daylight, though. Anniversaire d'Or is clear a half dozen in the final 16th, and the rest are far back. It's all Anniversaire d'Or home in front. Grammy Winner up to get second from Delta. Wiry followed that. Fed Grant back to Diversiful and Pika House. Running time on the board, 1:09 and 79 100ths.